All right, welcome everyone. In today's video, I'm going to be discussing May 17th and the $1,800 worth of stimulus checks currently on the table, but the deadline is rapidly approaching, and that's what I want to focus on for you right here in this video. Let's get into it and talk through all the details. All right, as I said, in just a matter of days here, the deadline is coming up. May 17th is the key date that I want to bring to your attention because there's $1,800 worth of stimulus checks currently on the table right now for millions upon millions of Americans. However, if you wait until May 18th, it's over. Game over. Done. It is not available anymore. And again, why I want to bring this to your attention, because here's the thing. $1,800 is a lot of money for a lot of people, and that'd be very, very, very helpful. And the people that are still due this money really, really need that money. And again, as I've said so many times before in other videos, I want to help you out in any way that I possibly can. Maximize your income, get as much money as you possibly can, take advantage of the programs that are out there, and claim money that you have coming due to you. Now, here's the thing. I've said this before as well. Does the IRS send you a letter and say, hey, we have a bunch of your money here. Would you like to claim it? No, they don't do that. Does Social Security send you a letter and say, hi, we have a bunch of your money sitting here. Would you like to claim it at some point? Nope, they don't do that either, right? They'll send you a letter and say, hey, you owe us thousands of dollars. Do you want to pay up in the next 30 days? Same thing with the IRS, right? But for the most part, they do not contact you and say, hey, we've got a bunch of money, thousands of dollars with your name on it. You have a couple days here to claim it. Would you like to go ahead and do that, or do you just want us to keep it? Yeah, they don't do that, okay? But again, why I want to bring this to your attention. All right, May 17th. Keep this date in mind here. It is rapidly, rapidly approaching. And again, this money will be gone once we roll over to May 18th. Done. Over. This video is no longer valid as of May 18th. It will no longer apply to anybody because that's the deadline, okay? The end of the day, May 17th, it's over, okay? $1,800 on the table for millions of people. All right, so anyway, you get my point. Let's talk through the details about this. And again, tons of people are eligible for this. All right. However, really fast before we do, if you've not done so yet, do yourself a huge, huge favor. Hit that subscribe button right down below the video. I'm here for you, right by your side every single day, doing all the research, advocating on your behalf, pointing out anything out there you can possibly grab or take advantage of. Things are changing rapidly. It is a rough time out there. Finances of average people, low income, fixed income, everybody is in a really rough situation. Look at any report, any survey. I've brought tons of them to you here in the videos over the last couple of years here. It's a bad situation. A lot of people are really, really struggling financially right now, and that's why I want to help you out in any way that I can. So again, please subscribe down below. I truly do appreciate all of your support here in the community. Thank you so much for being here. Really do appreciate it. All right, let's talk through the details about this. Okay. Couple things I want to bring to your attention. May 17th. Again, I know I've said it like 7 times so far in this video, but this is the date, okay? If it's not done by then, if you're watching this at any point after May 17th, doesn't really matter. It does not apply anymore, okay? All right, so anyway, here's what it comes down to. A couple years ago, remember, back in 2020, we got $1,200 stimulus checks in April. We got $600 stimulus checks in December of that year, okay? $1,800 of total stimulus checks that were available back in 2020, okay? If you did not get both or one of those stimulus checks, you have until May 17th to claim it, okay? If you do not claim it, it's over. Game over. You will not get it, okay? I'm just telling you that much, okay? You get 3 years to claim it, basically from filing date of that year's tax due, or tax return, okay? So that year, in 2021, which is when 2020 taxes were due, they pushed out the filing date to May 17th. So you get 3 years from that date, which is May 17th, 2024, right here, right now, okay? So that's what this comes down to. Now, here's what it is. If you have not received the $1,200 or the $600 back in from 2020. Now remember, that is for an individual, but if you are a married couple, if you have a spouse, remember those numbers are doubled then, okay? So it could be what, $3,600, right? $1,800 for you, $1,800 for your spouse. And again, if you also have qualifying dependents, again, more money added to the pot there, okay? Anyway, here's what you need to do, okay? A quick side note, by the way, this is not tax advice, this is not accounting advice, this is not financial advice, this is not advice in any way, shape, or form, but rather this is what the IRS has identified as far as the only way you can get these checks. They are not sending these out automatically like they did a few years ago, but rather you need to take action in order to get it, okay? So you have to take a little bit of action here. You'll need to spend a little bit of time doing this. It's going to take some work. Not much, I can tell you this much. It'll take you, I don't know, 20, 30, maybe 30 minutes at most, probably 15 minutes. It'll take you no time at all to get this done, but you will have to take action now. They're not sending this out automatically, direct deposits, okay? But here's what you need to do. The only way you can claim stimulus checks now is by filing a 2020 tax return. So if you are somebody who typically does not file a tax return, and if you did not get stimulus checks from back in 2020, $1,200 or $600, either of them, whether you did not get both or one of them, this is the only way you can claim it now, okay? You got to file a 2020 tax return, and you need to claim the recovery rebate credit, which can be found on line 30 of the tax return, okay? Recovery rebate credit, RRC, recovery rebate credit. You must claim that in order to get the stimulus checks, okay? So when you file a tax return, it does not say on there stimulus check, okay? It does not say that. It says recovery rebate credit. That is the language you need to look for on there. Again, line 30, that is exactly where it can be found. You must claim that in order to get the stimulus check. That's the only way you can get it now, okay? So remember this much as well. You might be thinking, but wait, my income is low enough. I'm a fixed income beneficiary. I'm low income. I'm no income, whatever the situation is. And I typically don't file a tax return. Do I still need to file? The answer is, yep, that's the only way you can get it, okay? So they've made this very, very clear. Even if you are a non-filer, no income, fixed income beneficiary, low income, whatever your situation is, the only way you can get it is by filing a federal tax return, okay? So this is the only way it can be done. Now, you can probably file this for free. If your income is so low that you typically do not file a tax return, you can probably file it for free, okay? And now here's the thing as well. Remember, these checks are distributed on the federal level. So even if you are a non-filer, now obviously this is again not tax advice, not financial advice in any way, shape, or form, but if you're typically in a state that you may need to file a tax return on your state level, your states have done nothing for you, okay? Your state has done nothing. States have done jack over the last couple of years. So does this mean you need to file a tax return for your state? Probably not, okay? Again, I'm not telling you what to do here. You got to take it up with your own situation here. I don't know your situation, but I'm just simply saying the only way you can claim the federal tax return, the tax credit here, the recovery rebate credit for the stimulus checks that are missing from 2020 would be filing a federal tax return. Does not necessarily mean you need to file a state tax return. You may, depending on your situation, but if your state has nothing to offer you, then I'm sorry, don't waste your time. I'm just saying, okay? This is going back to 2020, but again, everybody's situation is very different. I can't sit here and be like, oh, it's a one size fits all. It is not. It's not a one size fits all, but I can tell you this much. The deadline is arriving May 17th, the end of the day. That's the last time you can get this $1,800 worth of stimulus checks from 2020, okay? They always give a 3-year period of time to go back and do stuff like this. And this is what it's coming down to. So I know there's a lot of people out there. In fact, I've been reading the reports on this. Millions of people who are typically non-filers. Again, is it typically, now let me just say this much really fast. Is it the person or the family or the couple earning, 50, 60 grand a year that is missing out on this? No. Why? Because they're filing tax returns. It's automatically right there on their tax return. Well, I shouldn't say it's automatically, but it's right there on the tax return. They most likely are the people that already got this. It's the non-filers. It's the low income. It's the fixed income beneficiary. It's the people that typically do not file a tax return that are missing out on this money. That's what I'm saying, and why I'm making such a big deal about this is because it's the people that typically do not file a tax return that are missing out on this money. That's the situation here, and you need to file in order to get it. Now, remember the $1,400 that we got in early 2021? You get another year. You get until April 15th of 2025. So that's another year from now, okay? So we'll talk about that when the time comes. But if you want to get that, if you did not get the $1,400 from 2021, you have until April 15th of 2025 to get that. So one more year from now. But again, why wait another year? If you did not get the $1,400 in 2021, you may want to file for that as well. And again, federal tax returns, not your little state, not your little worthless state that did jack, I was going to say a bad word, sorry. I caught myself there. Wow, that was pretty good. Usually I don't do that. But anyway, sorry. It's your little state that did nothing for you in the last couple of years here as far as distributing stimulus checks or stuff like that. Forget about your state. Who cares about them? They've done nothing. It's the IRS, it's the Treasury, it's the federal government. They are the ones who sent out these stimulus checks. The $1,200, the $600, and the $1,400. That's what you need to know. So anyway, questions, comments, concerns, feel free to leave it down below in the comment section. I can always come back and make a dedicated video for you. Otherwise, Remember, I'm going to say it again really fast. I've said it a couple times. If you are watching this video anytime after May 17th, May 18th or later, this video is no longer valid. Just saying that, okay? Because those stimulus checks can no longer be claimed except for the $1,800, not $1,400 from 2021. That is out next year, 2025. Does that kind of make sense? So anyway, I hope this helps you. Please do what you got to do to claim that money. It's the non-filers, the low income, seniors, fixed income beneficiaries. These are the people who typically did not get these payments. So I hope this helps you and lands an extra $1,800 in your pocket. If you have any questions, concerns, feedback, leave that down below in the comment section. I can always come back and help you out in another way that I possibly can. Otherwise, go back and check out the other videos here on the channel. Subscribe down below. The video library is loaded with videos, 4,400 some videos or something like that. Here on the channel, I've hand selected some down below in the description or at the top of the comment section, or check out the videos currently on your screen right now. Check those videos out and yeah, enjoy your day. Take care, and I'll catch you again later in the